Technically, he popped the bubbles themselves, which were a result of him using his bubble launcher attack. It doesn't really matter that much. Carry on. My god, just get back already. He's been told like 3 times now to move back and he's just standing there like a dope getting constantly cut on his face. Broken legs.
もっと撃て。これまでこのワムーの顔に傷をつけた者はいないのだから。今まで自分の顔を殴った人間はいないだと？よく言うぜ。
Actually, not to be a dick, but he said no one has scarred his face before. There's a big difference right there.
気のせいか。
Incredibly smart vampire thing is unable to realize when something is slowly moving further and further away each time he looks around. By the way, I also gave this a ton of wins over on Anime Wins because it made me laugh so damn hard. But this here is Anime Sins.
見よ、この無様なヒーローの姿を。ジョジョは地面を舐めながら死んだふりまでして、しかもスピードワゴンを置いてまで逃げ出して。
Hold up, so even the infinite narrator living inside the world of JoJo, all-knowing and godlike, doesn't know what JoJo is actually up to? Well, that's a first.
紛れもないヒーロー。ヒーローの資格を失うとすれば、戦う意志をジョジョがなくした時だけなのだ。ジョジョ
！Shouting JoJo when the guy's like a quarter of a mile away by now.
はったりをかますなよ、ジョジョとやら。
もう少しで完璧に釣れるぜ。その心理をついてやる。
Well, in that case, you better actually say something to the guy rather than doing all of this internal thinking. By now, in reality, the dude would have smashed him for staying silent for like 30 seconds.
エシリス様、私はこの波紋使いをえらく気に入りました。
来た！
Sound effect thief.
33日以内に俺と戦って勝ち、俺のこのピアスの中にある解毒剤を飲むことのみ。まさに死が二人を分かつまでのウェディングリングよ。
Not to ruin their little marriage here, but till death do us part wasn't actually being said 2,000 years ago when this dude was last walking about.
それは何よりのことですわ。
Having a picture of a square on display.
先生、いきなりヘルクライムピラーに挑まねばならないのですか？俺もこれには一度も挑んだことがない。
この試練を乗り越えなくては、この島にとどまる資格なし。
But if the Dio lookalike is saying that it's so difficult that even he during his days of training there with her never attempted it, then how can she say if you can't manage it, you have no business training with her? Because clearly he did train with her and never dared to attempt to beat the challenge.
多くの修行者が死んでいったというヘルクライムピラーに。
If that's true, then given the fact that he said the challenge claimed many trainees' lives, then there should be a bunch of skeletons down there.
あの女、こんなところへいきなり放り込みやがって。やっぱり尊敬するのはやめだ。
Getting this much rope from tying together fabric from a top that only covered half his upper body.
何を足で柱についている。
Talking about someone as though they are not directly in front of you cliché.
肺がえぐられなくなっている。肺は波紋使いにとって急所。あっという間の一撃の蹴りだったに違いない。
In that case, his lungs were kicked out and not ripped out, since no ripping action actually took place.
俺がどくのは道にうんこが落ちている時だけだぜ。
奴の波紋が表皮のガードを破り流れつつある。
Dude, it's fucking your Hamon is breaking through my skin. Your, since you know, he's directly fucking in front of you. Well, this happens.
てめえ、遺体の腕を。
はあ、
ちょいと細めだが、そのうち一体化して元の太さになるだろう。
Says it's a bit thin, but it's exactly the same size as his current arm. Also, that's what she said.
この帽子はウール 100% よ。波紋はよく伝導するぜ。なんだその笑いは。
Yes, probably because you just gave away your plan of attack to him when you literally stood there and told him your plan of attack. That's probably why, JoJo.
バースデーケーキのろうそくのように綺麗に火を灯して焼いてくれるぜ。
They had many of those 2,000 years ago?
白もいいですけど、たまには派手派手なのもいいと思うんですが。そうですね。白がいいですね。でもやっぱり迷っちゃう。白。いや待てよ。こっちにしようかな。
Okay, the choosing of her clothing for the day has officially reached the point where I'm no longer interested to any degree. In closing, f***ing pick one and shut the hell up about it already. You'd think for someone with her high level of training that she'd have realised by now that the odd woman with no eyes standing in front of her is no longer her chatty assistant. JoJo, seeing all of this unfold before his very eyes and knowing full well that the actual maid wouldn't have been able to get inside of the building so quickly, having just seen her outside, doesn't rush in to give aid to his sensei. And I'm telling you all of this to give you a chance to get it back and destroy all of our plans, because, yeah. An entity which is over 2,000 years old using the insult, wiener heads.
太陽の光で消えていくんだ。
胸のムカつくやつだぜ。
Despite bleeding all over the floor with blood as hot as lava, the area around the body remains entirely intact. If you guys have watched more than a few of my videos, by now you'll know full well that I love stuff like this. So the fact that this guy saved the dog earns an easy sin removal.
あんざら知らぬ中でもあるまいし、ジョジョ。ほら！何言ってんだてめえ！人の名を気安く呼ぶな、かな！
If he knows your name, then logic would dictate that he knows you.
紫外線照射装置作動！
So not only is his technology this advanced, but to be clear, it's also voice activated?
おい！雪面を滑っていくぜ。しまった！崖の方へ戦績が滑っていく。もし崖下に落ちたら。
This is one of my only small issues with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, is that the characters sometimes spend so damn long narrating each moment that they fail to act in general in the moment. Like here, both of these numpties are just saying, "Oh no, it's sliding down the hill," rather than doing something about it. Still love the anime though.
お前の積石に対する執念を利用させていただく防御策というところか。ハモンキーかくらいか。落下しているつららを波紋で接着。ロープ代わりに。
JoJo once again proves that it doesn't matter how far it looks like he's dropped, when he's talking and falling he might as well be hovering on the spot.
もっともっと伸びして。かかってね。
I'm sorry, but this just really hit the character's likability for me.
いかんいかん。どうも意地悪かったな、今の俺。
Alright. At least they made him acknowledge the fact that he was a douche to the cat. I'll remove 3 of the sins and leave it with just 1 in that case.
壁の中の生物を倒すために世界中を旅していたこともこの時のシーザーにはわからないことだった。
Could have written him a letter or two though.
そしてシーザーは父の後を継ぎ波紋の修行に入りました。
How on earth has Lisa's servant not yet caught up to Caesar? Caesar left and walked the entire route, and the servant took off after him seconds later. All he had to do was a very light jog and it had caught up to him already.
猫足立ち、中国拳法の構えである。
Also known as really needing a wee stance. I love how they bothered to ensure they shut the door even though a huge hole has now been made in the front of the building. After having already ran and hidden inside the building in the first place. Penis growing abilities.
奴の血で作ったシャボン玉か。くれてやる。人間のように戦士になったからではない。俺にとって強い戦士こそ真理。俺はお前のことを永遠に記憶の片隅に留めておくであろう。シーザー。
I say way more about this over on Anime Wins, but safe to say Caesar's end here and how well it was dealt with by this enemy earns the series 3 sins removed. R.I.P. Caesar.
ジョースタ、ジョセフ、ジョースタ。ジョースタ、